Welcome back. This is the review of the Columbia 300 Ricochet. It does have a HK22C Microflex Pearl cover. It's finished at 500 Crown Factory compound and then polished, but I ended up changing that to 4,000 initially, but it was reading way too early. And I ended up changing it to 3,000 polish, and it looks so much better at 3,000 polish. Then in 15 pounds, it has a 2.48 RG and a .054 differential, but I'm throwing 16, so this has a 2.50 RG and a .047 differential. Now, on the last video, I did say that I changed the format of the videos just so I could get more shots in a shorter amount of time, and so you guys can see it in multiple houses. I'm going to try to do every video and at least film it in at least 2 houses so you can see how it looks on different house shots and surfaces, or maybe even some sports shots, and so I could give you a little more info about it. So I did initially have these at 4,000, this at 4,000, and I could see the core flip over, but the ball never went up. It was kind of burning too much energy and the core was stabilizing too quickly, so it wouldn't make the corner. So then I ended up changing it to 3,000 polish, and it looks so much better for me at 3,000 polish. Now, I did go back up to 16 pounds just because the differentials on most of the balls are a little bit lower, and they actually shape way better for me like that. So at 3,000 polish on the house shot, I can start off with this. I did drill it 4.5 by 3 PAL, and I really drilled it to be a ball up on a medium pattern. Now the house shot, because of the volume, I do have to still start a little bit left with it. I can stay in it through game 1, like the house that I have here. It has a little less friction, so starting off, it does break down, but I can usually start. Everything goes a little bit longer in this house. If I keep it in, it'll stay in the oil a little bit longer. I did start with it in league yesterday and was able to throw it until probably the middle of game 2. I just kept moving left with it, but I did have to move pretty quick. So I would probably use this more in here as a starting ball in game 1, but then probably get out of it at the end of game 1, or use it more for a heavier volume medium pattern, or even on long. I could probably use it on long. I did bowl a tournament on long, but I didn't throw this because I didn't know if it was going to make the corner for on long, but the way I have it drilled, I think it would probably work. Now in this house, this is a house that has a little more friction. I did use this in league as well, starting off game 1. Now around the 8 board, everything kind of hooks from there. If you can hit 8 at the break point, more than likely you're going to strike in this house. Now I did use this through game 1, and then I got out of it because I was already moving left and about to be against the bar return, and it ended up switching to the snapshot, the radical snapshot. But this ball is one of the first balls I'm able to see my tilt actually drop. So I could see it hold its tilt longer down the lane, and I don't know if part of that's from the HK22C base formula, but then I can see the tilt actually drop on this ball, and the ball went with it. Now, when it was at 4,000, I could see it lose its tilt probably halfway down the lane. I could see the core flip, but the ball never went with it. So, like I said, it was just too much surface, but this ball isn't super snappy for me. It'll make the corner. It's a strong arc on the back end. Now with the 3,000 polish, it does help it get down the lane before it makes its move. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep it here. I haven't bowled any tournaments with it yet, but like I said, I'll probably use it for medium or long, the way it's looking. Because I did have a coaching session, and it was a heavier volume pattern. I don't remember what pattern it was, but this thing actually did go sideways on that pattern. It looked way, way better with a heavier volume of oil. And I was on Pro Amylane. Was it Pro Amylane? No, it might have been HPL. But like I said, heavier volume of oil, so it got down lane and it went sideways on the back end, which is kind of what I expected from it. So like I said, I'll probably use it game 1 in league and then go get out of it by game 2 and use it more for patterns, and just look out for any shorts or anything from when I do throw it on a pattern. I'll try to get some shots from that, just to update you guys on how it looks. Like I said, from now on, this is going to be the format of the videos where I have a lot of consecutive shots. I'm going to do slow-mos on the strikes and show where I slid, where it hit at the arrows, and where it hit at the break point, just so you guys have a better idea of what it does. And I'll probably at the end start going over more of what where I'm gonna see this ball, and then I'll probably start adding at the end of the videos to where this will fit in my bag and what's in that current bag at the time. But go ahead and watch the shot compilation, and at the end of this video, I'll show what ball will be up next.
You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through